Hello, Jason here with SunFrog.com, and in this video you're going to learn how to laser target buyers using flex targeting. So the whole goal in your paid advertising is to get your offer, what you're selling, in front of your ideal customer. You see, the goal is to get your offer in front of the right person. The biggest reason paid advertising does not work for some is bad targeting. They're targeting the wrong interests. Bad targeting results in higher ad cost, low sales, or even no sales at all. Good targeting results in lower ad cost, higher sales, which means less stress for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the very first thing, which is your offer, what you're selling. So we'll hop on over here to sunfrog.com, and let's just say that this is the product that I wanted to sell, this t-shirt. So it says, I turn coffee into nursing. What's your superpower? So this shirt is about nurses that drink coffee. So let's say that this is the shirt we were going to sell. We would hop on over to the Facebook Ads Manager and we would come down here to detail targeting. Now, before Facebook introduced flex targeting, the only way to target nurses that drink coffee is to come here and type in something like registered nurse, for an example, which has 11 million, and then coffee. Now, the problem with this is, for one, you can see that there's an audience of 56 million, which is very, very massive, and these are two super broad interests. But the way this works is Facebook is targeting registered nurses or people that drink coffee. So they're not targeting registered nurses that drink coffee. They're either targeting one or the other. So they're either targeting a registered nurse. If you're in this category, you'll see an ad, or coffee drinkers. So you could be seeing this ad because you're a coffee drinker, but you're not a registered nurse. Or you could be seeing this ad because you're a registered nurse, but you're not a coffee drinker. So what flex targeting does is it lets you combine the two. So let's just remove coffee, and we'll come here to narrow audience, and now we'll type coffee here. So now you'll see that the audience dropped all the way to 5.6 million. So now the way Facebook is looking at this is the only people that are going to see this advertisement are registered nurses and must also match coffee. So now it's not registered nurses or people that drink coffee. Now it must be registered nurses and coffee. So now we're targeting registered nurses that drink coffee. And just to kind of break that down, you'll see here that there was 11 million registered nurses and there was 11 million audience of coffee, but when you intersect the two, or you flex target the two, now you get an audience of 5.9 of registered nurses and coffee drinkers. So now your advertisement is much more targeted, which is perfect for the I turn coffee into nursing. What's your superpower? So let's hop on over to another example. So we have the broad interest farmer, which is 11 million, and tractor, which is 5.1 million. However, when you flex target farmer and tractor, you get 2 million. So let's say that you wanted to advertise a farmer or a tractor t-shirt. You could go after farmer, the big broad interest of 11 million, or even the broad interest of tractor, which is 5.1 million. However, when you flex the two, meaning that they must like the interest farmer and tractor, that's going to give you a much more targeted audience of only 2 million, which would be perfect for something like Still Play with Tractors t-shirt. Or let's take it another step further, and we can flex with 3 different interests, so it doesn't just have to be 2. So now we can say farmer, which is 11 million audience, and tractor, which is 5.1 million audience, and Jack Daniels, which is 5 million. When you intersect all 3 of these, you have 360,000. Which would be perfect for something like, all I want to do is work on my farm, drive my tractor, and drink beer. So in this example, we had Jack Daniels, but this could be a different beer brand too. So you take the farmer, the tractor, and the alcohol, which gives you a much more targeted audience. So the only people seeing this advertisement are people that work on a farm, drive a tractor, and drink beer. Which, going back to our notes here, you can see how when we flex the three interests, it's much more targeted. However, if we were just going to go after farmer, it's much more broad. And that goes back to our notes here where bad targeting, if you're going too broad, results in higher ad cost and either low sales or no sales at all. However, when you use the flex targeting, you can get a lower ad cost, higher sales because you're much more targeted here to the right person. You're getting your offer in front of the right person. And let's just say that we were going to target something in the fishing niche, right? So fishing, the big broad interest is 31 million. However, if we take fishing and fishing rod and fishing lure, which if you are a hardcore fisher, then you're going to also have other interests like fishing rod and fishing lure. When we flex target all these together, we go from a 31 million audience to a 6.4 million audience. So you see that even though this is 31, 10, and 9, we're not adding all these together. So the way it used to be before flex targeting, fishing lure or fishing rod or fishing, you can see the audience is over 34 million. However, when you flex them together, so now that you have fishing lure, fishing rod, and fishing, you can see it drops it all the way to 6.5 from 30-something million. So that's where the flex comes in. Okay, so on this last example, let's just say that we wanted to offer this shirt. We wanted to sell this shirt with paid advertising. Nurse, powered by love, fueled by coffee, sustained by wine. So we have nurse, coffee, wine. There's 3 layers here. So we could come here to the ads manager and we could type in registered nurse. And we could narrow audience and we could type in coffee. And then we can narrow audience again further and we could type in wine. And you can see that brings it down to 3.7 million, which would be a perfect campaign to run for this product here. In this video, guys, you learned how to laser target buyers using flex targeting. Take care.